Good evening. This is All India Radio, and I am Tanvi Taneja with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for partnership between oil producers and consumers to reduce energy cost. Government allocates more than 30% funds under various schemes to bring women in agriculture sector. All Gram Panchayats to be connected digitally by March next year, says Communications Minister Manoj Sinha. Foundation stone laid to construct a museum on Prime Ministers of India at Teen Murti Estate in New Delhi today. Turkey to search Saudi consulate in Istanbul over disappearance of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. And in sports, India captain Virat Kohli maintains the top spot in ICC Test ranking. Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a strong case for a partnership between the producers and consumers in the oil market to reduce energy cost. He said this will help stabilize the global economy, which is on the path of recovery. Interacting with chief executive officers and experts from the oil and gas sector from India and abroad in New Delhi, the Prime Minister drew their attention on certain key policy issues relevant to India. Mr. Modi highlighted that the consuming countries face many other economic challenges, including serious resource crunch due to the rising crude oil prices. He said the cooperation of the oil-producing countries would be very critical to bridge this gap. He appealed to the oil-producing countries to channel their surplus to pursue commercial exploitation in the oil sector of developing countries. Mr. Modi also asked for a review of payment terms so as to provide temporary relief to the local currency. The global CEOs and experts appreciated the steps taken by the centre over the last 4 years for ease of doing business and specifically in the energy sector in India. Union Ministers Arun Jaitley and Dharmendra Pradhan, among others, were present on the occasion. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today said that India has to continuously engage with the global energy community to steer its own course of a new energy future. Speaking at a CERA Week conference in New Delhi, Mr. Pradhan said any action on energy must take into account the global consensus achieved by the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the Paris Agreement of 2015, and decisions of the G20 leaders meeting in Hamburg in 2017 that regard energy security. He said India has taken a lead in the International Solar Alliance with 60 solar-rich countries. Mr. Pradhan said,
India has taken a lead in International Solar Alliance with 60 solar-rich countries as part of the International Solar Alliance gathering in New Delhi. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi mentioned that ISA can potentially replace OPEC as a key block of supplier of energy in the world. With the falling price of solar, we can easily achieve this idea of one world, one sun, one grid.
Minister for Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, Mohan Singh, today said that the government has allocated more than 30% funds under various schemes and activities to bring women in the agriculture mainstream. Addressing the Mahila Kisan Divas program in New Delhi today, Mr. Singh said about 18% of the agricultural households in India are led by women. We have a report from our correspondent.
A research by Indian Council of Agricultural Research conducted in 9 states shows that the participation of women is 75% in the production of major crops, 79% in horticulture and 95% in animal husbandry and fisheries. We spoke to some of the women farmers who were awarded during Mahila Kisan Divas for their achievements in agriculture and allied sectors.
मैं कश्मीर से मैंने फ्लोरिकल्चर का बिजनेस वहाँ से स्टार्ट किया है जिसको फ्रेश कट फ्लावर मैंने ले लिया स्पेशली कार्नेशन के साथ मैं डील कर रही हूँ जो कि हम इंडिया के बहुत डिफरेंट स्टेट के मार्केट्स में बेच रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम नवनीता दास है, मैं आसाम से हूँ। मैं इंटीग्रेटेड फार्मिंग कर रही हूँ, वो भी ऑर्गेनिक तरीके से। उसमें 6 आदमी मुझे मदद करता है।
मैं संजीवनी जादव, मैं महाराष्ट्र से जानना चाही हूँ। मैं खेती के लोग से आंवला लेती हूँ, उनसे आंवला लेके मैं आंवले का प्रोडक्शन बनाती हूँ।
I am Marishwari from Birna district of Tamil Nadu. I am an FAG leader of Farmer Producer Organization. We are involving in production and marketing of minor millets pulses paddies. We are involving our women farmers in these processing activities.
According to a report of Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, if women farmers had the same access to land, financial services and markets as men, agriculture production could be increased and the number of hungry people can be reduced all over the world. Unpermished, AIR News, Delhi.
Communications Minister Manoj Sinha today said that nearly 50% of the BharatNet project for digitally connecting all the 250,000 Gram Panchayats in the country has been completed and the remainder is targeted for completion by March next year. Talking to media after inaugurating the new office of the Bharat Broadband Network Limited, BBNL, in New Delhi, he said that the BBNL has played a key role in leading the successful implementation of the BharatNet project. Mr. Sinha said,
1,25,000 जो ग्राम पंचायतें हैं लगभग उनका काम खत्म हो गया है। 2.5 लाख ग्राम पंचायतों तक BBNL अपनी परियोजना को पूरा करते समय कवर करेगा और द्वितीय चरण मार्च 2019 में पूरा होना है। मोटे तौर पर 50% के आसपास प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट हो गई है। ई गवर्नेंस, ई हेल्थ और ई एजुकेशन सुविधापूर्वक देश के नागरिकों को मिल सके, इसमें भारतनेट बड़ा उपयोगी साबित होगा।
The BJP today accused the Congress of following a double-pronged strategy of showing its love for Pakistan and working to break India. Addressing media in New Delhi, party spokesperson GVL Narasimha Rao accused the Congress of spreading hate in different parts of the country. He cited Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu's reported comments that he can relate to Pakistan more than South India to hit out at the opposition party. Mr. Rao demanded that Sidhu must be sacked as a minister in the Punjab government in a week or the BJP would carry out protests. The Goa BJP held a legislative party meeting in Panaji today. State BJP General Secretary Sadak Thavde informed AIR that the members discussed the additional responsibilities for BJP legislators in the state as well as the health condition of Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, among other issues. Mr. Thavde also said he, along with State BJP President Vinay Tendulkar, met Mr. Parrikar, who is in good health. Mr. Parrikar returned to Goa yesterday following medical treatment at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. He's been under treatment for a pancreatic ailment. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. The foundation stone for the Museum on Prime Ministers of India was laid down at the Teen Murti Estate in New Delhi today by Culture Minister Mahesh Sharma and Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. The museum will depict modern India through collections relating to the Prime Ministers, their lives, works and significant contribution made towards nation building. It will bring India's democratic experience alive to the visitors. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Sharma said the museum is expected to cost around 271 crore rupees and will be constructed within a year. And now, news from the business world.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 132 points to 34,865. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also surged 40 points to 10,523. However, the rupee at the forex market today weakened 27 paise to 73 rupees and 83 paise against the US dollar. Gold prices bounced back by 200 rupees to 32,250 rupees per 10 grams at Delhi's bullion market. Paul Thottam with Sanjeev Kumar Singh for AIR News.
Inflation based on wholesale prices rose to a 2-month high of 5.13% last month, mainly due to hardening of food prices and rise in cost of petrol and diesel. The wholesale price index-based inflation stood at 4.53% in August and 3.14% in September last year. According to government data released today, food articles witnessed hardening of prices with deflation at 0.21% in September as against 4.04% in August. The 5.13% inflation is the highest in 2 months. The Pradhanmantri Gram Sadak Yojna has proved to be effective in laying the network of roads in rural areas. Himachal Pradesh has been awarded with 3 national awards in different categories for excellent performance this year. Here is a ground report from our Shimla correspondent.
Pradhanmantri Gram Sadak Yojna has proved to be a boon for the state having hilly and difficult geographical conditions like Himachal Pradesh. In Kangra district, the road built for Majra village on the border area of Punjab is also a part of the Pradhanmantri Gram Sadak Yojna. This road has cost nearly 4 crore rupees and more than 1200 people have been benefited through this scheme.
मेरा नाम कमलेश कुमारी है और मैं माजरा गांव से हूँ। प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम योजना के तहत हमारे गांव में सड़क बनी है। ये हमारे गांव के लिए एक बहुत ही जीवनदायिनी रही है। हमारे गांव की बहुत सारी मुश्किलात इसने खत्म कर दी हैं।
प्रवीण कुमार निवासी गांव माजरा हमारे गांव के लिए प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना के तहत डांगू से माजरा तक सड़क का निर्माण 1 वर्ष में पूरा हो गया है। सड़क सुविधा न होने के कारण कोई भी अपनी लड़की इस गांव के लिए देने के लिए तैयार नहीं होता। इस सड़क निर्माण से गांव वासियों को काफी लाभ हो रहा है।
This year, under the Pradhanmantri Gram Sadak Yojna, the target of constructing roads in the state has been 2,400 kilometers. Under this scheme, every habitation of the state is being connected with the paved roads, which ensure proper development of the villages. Sanjeev Sundaryal, AIR News, Shimla.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak, will bring you tonight a discussion on orthopedic care. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free number 1800-115767. I repeat, 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. I repeat, 011-2331-4444, and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. Turkey has been allowed by Saudi Arabia to search its consulate in Istanbul over disappearance of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The missing Saudi journalist was last seen entering the consulate on 2nd of this month. Saudi Arabia has also launched an internal investigation into the episode after an instruction from King Salman, father of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, whom Khashoggi had frequently criticized. Turkish officials believe Mr. Khashoggi was murdered in the consulate by Saudi agents nearly 2 weeks ago, but Riyadh strongly denies this. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump today said that he is sending his top diplomat to Saudi Arabia after speaking to Saudi King Salman, who denied knowledge of the fate of Khashoggi. The US President in a tweet said he spoke to the King of Saudi Arabia, who denies any knowledge of whatever may have happened to the Saudi Arabian citizen. In Pakistan, the opposition alliance led by deposed Premier Nawaz Sharif's PMLN gained 5 more parliamentary seats in by-polls, reducing ruling Prime Minister Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI's margin in the delicately balanced National Assembly. The Election Commission of Pakistan said the PMLN and the PTI won 4 seats each of the National Assembly, whereas Pakistan Muslim League Qaiad won 2 seats and MMA 1 seat in the elections held yesterday. The PTI won 11 seats of the provincial assemblies, while the PMLN won 7. The Pakistan People's Party and the Awami National Party won 2 each, and independent candidates were elected on 2 seats. In sports, India captain Virat Kohli remains the number 1 among test batsmen, while Prithvi Shaw and Rishabh Pant have made big gains in the latest ICC rankings following the home series against the West Indies. Shaw, who had entered the rankings at 73rd place after his century on debut, completed a memorable series as he finished the series in 60th place, a gain of 13 slots. The 2-0 series result sees top-ranked India gain 1 point, while the West Indies have lost 1 point without any change of positions in the team rankings. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for partnership between oil producers and consumers to reduce energy cost. Government allocates more than 30% funds under various schemes to bring women in agriculture sector. All Gram Panchayats to be connected digitally by March next year, says Communications Minister Manoj Sinha. Foundation stone laid to construct a museum on Prime Ministers of India at Teen Murti Estate in New Delhi today. Turkey to search Saudi consulate in Istanbul over disappearance of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. And in sports, India captain Virat Kohli maintains the top spot in ICC Test ranking. And that is all in the news at 9. From all of us here, good night.